airline manager for Hondajet. There's a new aircraft called Hondajet, and I bought 3 of them, and I'm going to show you this new aircraft, and I'm going to show you where you can buy it and how I'm going to configure it for my first flight. So you're going to go to order, and it should be one. Here it is right here at the top. It costs $100,000. It has a range of 2,700, 782 kilometers per hour, 6 passenger, 6 pounds per kilometer. Okay, so the range is decent for a small aircraft, very fast, 6 passengers, somewhat fuel efficient, very fuel efficient, which is why I decided to buy it. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my fleet. I apologize that the game is slow. I'm going to look at my parked aircraft. I just bought a ton of airplanes. And we're going to get to the Hondajet down here at the bottom, and I'm going to click on details. Click on maintenance. First thing I want to do is see if there's anything I can do to improve income. Again, I apologize that the game is slow. So I'm going to click on modify. Reduce CO2, always a good idea, and it's very cheap. Speed increase, reduce fuel consumption. And then you've got the choice for the seating. If you do 2 first-class passengers, it should make more money than 6 economy class passengers. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make 1 economy, 1 business, and 1 first class. And I will go to my fleet, go to parked. We're going to go to the other Hondajet. Go to details. This one is going to be, I don't even remember the class names. I'll rename it after. I'll have to do it after. Click this, this, and this. Okay, we got economy, business, and first. Okay, so this is going to be called the business class jet, which is a -2. I'm going to just call it B for business. Actually, it's nice. It tells you right over here how many pounds or how many seats, so you can tell which aircraft it is, how it's configured. I'm going to go to modify, click that, that, and that. I'm going to leave it with the economy class. And I'm going to rename it to E. I'd like to rename the other one also, but I don't think it's going to let me do it. So, okay, so these are going to take 1 hour to modify. And once they are modified, I am going to create some routes. I chose Dubai for this one because it was the first hub that I purchased. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run them all on the same route. and I'm going to see which one makes the most money. We know that the one with the first class is going to make the most money. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some testing. After I do the testing with the different classes, I'm going to make them all passenger jets. I'm going to run them to different cities and see if I can figure something out about the way the aircraft operates. You're supposed to have a little bit more money from a short range flight. So I'm going to be testing the different ranges of the aircraft. Okay, so that is the Hondajet. My experience is that these aircraft are usually a waste of time. They're only good if you want to get somewhere fast, or the Phenom is good for completing some of the missions because it has such a long range and a high speed. You just get it done a lot more easier than sending out a slower short range plane. From these aircraft, I would say the AN is usually a good choice because it has more passengers. The Saab 340, I played with a lot of these. It has more passengers. And the Saab Scandia, I think you should start with a Saab 340 and a Saab Scandia. And then also the ATRs are good because they have a lot of passengers. So if I were starting out, I would take this ATR 42500, spend $122,000 for 50 passengers. That's a pretty good deal. If you want to save on fuel, get the 42320. The ATRs are definitely going to be the best aircraft in the low range. Okay, so that's all I have to say about the Hondajet. Let's see if there's anything else. The A-Check is very cheap. The range is pretty decent. Fuel consumption is good. It's in fact really good. One of the best in the game. And it's going to be better after I do the modification. And the CO2 is probably low. There's only one engine to pick from. Okay, that's the Hondajet. If you have any questions, post them below. I do have a discussion forum that has lots of information about Airline Manager 4. You can see my Facebook group for Airline Manager 4. There is other groups that other people started. Mine has me, David Tiberio, as the admin. And I am the owner of cheapbooks.com, which is a book search engine for books and textbooks. It searches 17,000 different bookstores, so it's pretty big. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.